It's Big A Rasslin Saturday. Oh, Rasslin Saturday. Bill Rasslin Saturday. Oh, Rasslin Saturday. Baby. Rasslin Saturday. Ooh, Rasslin Saturday. Ooh, yeah. Rasslin Saturday. Ooh, Rasslin Saturday. Oh, yeah. Big ass Rasslin Saturday. Big ass Rasslin Saturday. Big ass Rasslin Saturday.
Good morning and welcome in to Markout Moments. Big Ass Rasslin Saturday. It's here. It's upon us. We got everybody throwing their 10-pounder on the table today and asking the wrestling fans what they think about it. I mean, AEW with the All Out, WWE with Wrestlepalooza, and man, I don't know if I can ever remember so much wrestling in one day.
You know what's sad?
What?
I had no idea All Out was today. No idea.
Oh wow. You didn't
But
pick up on the whole that WWE scheduled their first event on ESPN to counter program them,
no.
which that is, and I mean that's the obvious theory that they counter programmed them because they added it, but it coincided with no game day. Game day's not in Indianapolis today.
No, they're in Miami.
They're in Miami. So yeah, that they totally counter programmed them. The whole thing is that they were game day was gonna be in Indianapolis, and
The counter programming thing, it doesn't mean anything to me. With this day and age, there's so many ways to be able to watch stuff. So, and AEW just moves the card forward anyway. So it gives you a whole day of wrestling if you really like it.
is it a good look?
I mean,
Is it a good look?
I won't watch an AEW pay-per-view until I can stream it like on a app. So like if it was to come as part of my HBO Max package, I'd watch it. But I'm not paying $50 or $60.
Well, as part of HBO Max, and I believe this is the first one, you can actually get it for $39.99 on HBO Max.
I'm good.
But what I'm saying is, I get where you're coming from, and I'm going to watch both of them. I'm going to have a hard time not turning it off though to go to Wrestlepalooza, because I got to think Wrestlepalooza's, AEW is going to run over 4 hours.
Yes,
And
they are.
Wrestlepalooza starts, and you know that they're going to start out strong with either Cody and Brock. I would bet it's Cody and Brock because Brock likes to get in and get out. But there's so many matches on that card that they could kick off, and you know they're going to go strong, wanting people to turn the channel. Now, when you pay $39.99 to watch a pay-per-view, I mean, it's not like you can't go to ESPN and watch Wrestlepalooza in the whole thing.
But you're not going to want it to be. I mean, the problem is if they start out hot with something crazy,
Yeah,
it's going to be spoiled,
right.
and then it's not the same. So it's if you already know what's happening. That's why I try to stay away from the dirt sheets and all that. I want to be surprised. I don't go watch a movie wanting to know what's going to happen in the movie. So I don't know why so many people are obsessed with spoilers or whatever in wrestling. It's dumb. So I'm the one. I'm not going to watch Wrestlepalooza, or I mean, I will watch Wrestlepalooza, but I'm not going to watch All Out. For one, Florida State's playing, and I'm not watching anything in the world over Florida State football, so it doesn't really matter. So that game's at 2:30. What time does All Out start?
All that starts at 2.
So I mean, I wouldn't watch it anyway. So then I got a big group of people coming to the house today, and we're going to smoke pizzas and watch football and watch Wrestlepalooza and get drunk and party and hang and do whatever. So it'll be a big night. Good thing I've got 58 TVs so we can have everything on. But I bought the new ESPN app because, I mean, I would pay for it anyway for WWE. but it gives you access. I love college football, and it gives you access to all that college football. So I'm going to be watching it. Look who's here.
It's Amy Vaughn, the first lady of the
made
Arn
it.
Anderson fan club.
How's it
I thought you had
going?
a soccer game or something this morning.
No, that's not me. I'm picking. Whoops! I'm picking. I have to pick my son up at the high school.
All right. Well, let's get started. We got the first pay-per-view today.
Well, hang on.
is
Before
All
we
Out.
get started, I want to tell everybody this episode of Big A Rasslin Saturday is fueled by Dubby, the clean energy drink for people who need focus without the crash. Unlike other energy drinks that are loaded with sugar, fillers, and artificial dyes, Dubby's made with vitamins, amino acids, nootropics, and 150 milligrams of clean caffeine. That means no jitters, no crash, no nonsense, just smooth, long-lasting energy. Made right here in the USA. It's in an FDA-inspected, GMP-certified facility, so you're knowing you're getting the good stuff. If you want to stay focused in the ring, at work, watching Big A Rasslin Saturday, or wherever life takes you, head over to w.gg and use the promo code Rasslin. RASSLIN, that's Rasslin. RASSLIN to save 10%. W.gg, promo code Rasslin. It's National Pepperoni Pizza Day. Get hyped up on Debbie, eat a lot of pizza, watch a lot of wrestling, and get down on it.
That's what we're doing at my house today. Smoking pizzas on the Rec Tech, watching football, and then Wrestlepalooza.
I'm on my
That
second
sounds like
W
a good day.
I'm on my second W of the morning, y'all.
How come? How long you been up, Dave? Pondwater?
8.
My God, why are you on the second one? You said you drink 2 a day.
This is my second one.
Oh Lord.
You could spread those out some.
Yes.
You
No
psychopath.
kidding. No kidding. I think Teppy would appreciate that. Ugh.
All right. Let's talk some AEW. All Out Toronto, Canada at the Scotia Bank Arena. First up, we have the Hurt Syndicate. Bobby Lashley, Sheldon Benjamin, and MVP in 6-man action against Ricochet and the Gates of Agony, consisting of Bishop Khan and Toa Leona.
I think it's gonna be a good match.
It should be. I think the Hurt Syndicate match up with the other two better than Ricochet. Ricochet's known for his flip-flop and fly. Lashley and Shelton Benjamin are not.
So MVP's actually wrestling?
Yes. This is a 6-man tag team match. Trios match, as they call it. When you're losing.
I can't wait to see MVP wrestle. I think that'll be good.
Oh, I'm for it. And I got heat with Ricochet, but that's just because he took Samantha away from me.
I like the new girl.
Oh, I like the new girl,
yeah,
but I loved Samantha. And so hey, I'm going Hurt Syndicate.
I think so too. I don't see them lose. I don't even know who these other guys are.
They're the Gates of Agony. I just told you.
I don't know who that is.
And
but then again, I mean, AEW is just not on my watch list.
all right.
Mhm.
So
Well,
when it came out, I watched it, and it just slowly over time it lost me. I'm trying to get reeled back in, but
let's don't
it's-
crap on it.
it's
Let's
just-
don't crap on it today.
I don't know who they are. So
Okay.
what I need to do
That's fair.
is when this gets released, because they come to HBO Max now. The pay-per-views after the fact, you can watch them on Max.
Okay.
So I need to start watching some of the old ones and get caught back up with what's going on.
I get why you don't carve out time during the week to watch AEW, the TV show. But you really, it's kind of like going to a hockey game live. Once you've gone to a hockey game live, you can watch it on TV. You get it. Their pay-per-views are much like that. If you were to sit in and watch the pay-per-view with me today, I don't believe that you'd be disappointed. AEW really does pay-per-view right. I mean, they realize that they're not doing they're not giving it away like we've become accustomed. I mean, you don't have buyer's remorse on Peacock.
And
$10
I
a month.
think, and that's what I think is the problem with WWE.
But I'm telling you, as somebody that's hypercritical of the AEW product at times, I do enjoy their pay-per-views, and very, very little do I ever have buyer's remorse on it.
Very true.
Willie Thornbrew's rolling with us this morning. Zach Manger, I love. I think he's my favorite commenter that we ever have now, because
every day
lets me know what pizza day is. I'm going to need him to text me every day and tell me what day it is.
National
and I can get behind National Pepperoni Pizza Day. I may have to text Teppy and see if she's close to a Little Caesars this morning. Shopping. All right. What do you mean? Little Caesars does pepperoni pizza right.
So the only thing good at Little Caesars is their crazy bread.
Yeah.
I like their pizza.
Actually, I'll take that back. Their new, their thick crust, that new one they have, was actually pretty good. So that was the only food option I had in Nashville. Well, not stuffed. It's like they're
little round things that look like cupcakes that they do.
Those are good.
Those are good. But you give me that thin sliced pepperoni, and it's. I mean, that's just.
See, I'm a Papa John's guy.
Yeah, I do like Papa John's. I like pizza.
Yeah, we don't have a Papa John's here anymore.
Pizza Hut's trash.
Yeah, it is. AEW Unified Championship 3-way. We got the champion Okada defending against Takeshita, and Mascara Dorada is I don't have the graphic of because it hadn't been announced until last night. So Mascara Dorada is in there. It's a 3-way match for the Unified Championship. I didn't think Okada was going to lose before the tournament. I'm not sure Takeshita's not going to win tonight. Because as much as I love Okada, I'm really starting to recognize the greatness that's Takeshita. I don't even call him Takeshita anymore.
Well, and I think we need to get Okada into the main, against Adam Page. Like, we need to get him in the main event. I don't feel like this title, like that, Takeshita would do better with this title than Okada does. As in, he needs to go on.
I thought Okada was supposed to be like tip-top level.
He's not supposed to be.
He hasn't been there at all.
Okada's probably the greatest wrestler in the world still. And I do think it's time for him to graduate from this championship that he's pretty much monopolized since it became.
He ain't better than Logan Paul.
I tell you what, Logan Paul's pretty good.
Logan Paul is good.
I mean, you take the time he's done it, the amount of time he's spent wrestling, pretty good.
I'm going out on a limb and saying it's Takeshita's day.
Hold on. Let's go back.
But Okada's not taking the pin.
All right. So our first match we did was the trios match, right?
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
The odds makers are siding with Ricochet and Gates of Agony. They sit at -250, while the Hurt Syndicate are +170.
I could see that. Hurt Syndicate keeps getting, they keep getting at Ricochet. He's due a win. So, it could be one of those things where they keep getting theirs on the TV shows, but then something happens. MVP might get.
There's no odds for the unified title match.
Okay.
And then some of the other ones. So I'll keep searching.
Well, what about the odds on Eddie Kingston and Big Bill?
No odds on it.
Interesting.
The odds are great that it's going to be a good match. Eddie Kingston's going to be back and overachieving.
Well, and again, we talked about this on our show. Eddie Kingston's coming back after being gone at least a year, if not more. There's no way he's losing this match.
Unless he's going to get beat down. Unless he's going to get beat down and we're starting a redemption story. That he comes in, Big Bill and Keith, and maybe they'll have somebody else. Why they haven't brought Enzo in yet and put Enzo in on this package? Do you know if Enzo came back that Big Bill, Keith, and Enzo would become the hottest thing on AEW?
Isn't Enzo in MLW now?
Yeah.
I think he's in MLW now.
But I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, and
he's
Enzo and Cass were huge.
And he can still talk.
Yeah.
It may happen.
I think Eddie Kingston's probably going to win unless they're going to start out a program where he has. Everybody likes to see Eddie fight from underneath and come back, and so, well, I'm going with Eddie though.
All right, Eddie Kingston wins his return match. He's been gone for what, a year now?
Willie
with the broken
Thornbrew
leg?
says Eddie Kingston can lose if there's chicanery, and I agree with that.
Hey, Dollar Bill, let me ask you this: how come you may not know, but how come some matches have odds and some don't? Like, what would cause that?
I don't know. I don't have odds on 4 of their matches,
Okay.
but
I
it's
would
just
think it's
it
because
just
the
it's one of
casino
the
can't
things.
call it. It's not obvious.
Something like that. Okay, I didn't know. I didn't know if there was
Because they're putting odds out on a work sport.
right. Well, sure,
Yeah.
but I didn't know if there was. I didn't know if there was something.
And I
about
don't
it
even
or
think
not.
you can bet on this in the United States. I think this is something in England or somewhere over in Europe is the only place you can bet on it. But
All right, we've got a 4-way. So we've had a 3-way, and now we have a 4-way for the AEW
no odds.
World Tag Team Championships. We have the champions Brodito, consisting of Brody King and Bandito, versus the Young Bucks, Matt and Nick, and Jet Speed, who's Kevin Knight and Speedball Mike Bailey, versus the Don Callis family, Hecacero, am I saying that right? Versus and Josh Alexander.
Sure.
I like what they're doing with Brody King and Bandito. I really don't want to see them lose. I damn sure don't want to see the Young Bucks win. I don't think that it serves anybody any good for the Young Bucks to win.
No.
I'd like to see the Don Callis family win, just because I'd like to see Josh Alexander prominent.
Is it Josh Alexander really go to AEW just to be? I mean, he was a tip-top guy in TNA.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they've got him with, and I don't think it's a bad thing being with Don Callis, but he's going to get lost in the mix. But I think if you have him in there and then there's a blow up, then you can launch him to superstardom. What I'm saying is
see. And he's a hell of a wrestler.
You can turn and then he can feud with them, and there's plenty of people in that faction to feud with.
Very true.
I do think Brodito's going to retain, though, because I don't think that we've rode this wave out enough yet.
I'm all for Brody King winning. So
I'm just glad to see Brody King being used very prominently and getting to showcase what he does.
Mm-hmm.
Without all that, with no disrespect to Malachi Black or Aleister Black, whatever they were calling him, I'm just, I'm ready.
I like that. I like that little faction, though. I mean, I did like that.
Though. Everybody can't be in the dark.
Well,
and
that's true.
I mean,
True.
I mean, when you're the Temu Wyatt Six with that kind of talent, something's wrong.
The Temu Wyatt Six, really?
I would not have called them that. I don't think they were the Temu.
I'm just telling you that it did not present well. It seemed less than.
You're right, because they had way too many. But I like those three and Julia Hart, that little faction. That was really good. If that had been the only one, but like you said, all of them were doing it, so it did definitely.
They would have had to be better to be the Ministry on a bad day with Vince Russo booking them.
Mm.
That's how bad that presentation was.
Okay. I will agree to disagree.
Well, I mean, I don't remember Aleister Black ever doing anything but sitting cross-legged, either on
True.
the
Yeah.
aisle.
And you never know what their
Aleister Black
were.
thing was weird. I
say all that to say that Brody King is in a better spot right now.
I think Aleister Black, when he got let go by WWE, he went to AEW and was pushed prominently at the beginning, and then Triple H took over WWE.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Aleister Black knew that he was going back to WWE as soon as that happened. And so he kind of just sat there and did nothing.
So
because I mean they were saying there was a lot of issues, like he didn't want to wrestle, he didn't want to get to a feud with this, he didn't want to do that.
I
think he knew the writing was on the wall that he was going back to WWE, so he kind of just sat there. I mean, he got paid for 3 years to do nothing.
I'm not saying, I mean, like Brody King is like Otis level entertaining right now, without being the comedy haha act. I'm really liking what they're doing with him. So I'm picking them to retain today.
All right.
Mark Briscoe, who I absolutely love, against MJF, who I absolutely hate, in a tables and tax match, which I absolutely hate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I hate tax. I hate thumbtacks in wrestling.
See, here's my thing. You saw WWE come out and say, they're about making money. It's not about bringing families to the matches. And then you had Tony Khan come out and say, AEW, we're priced to bring your families to the matches. This is why people don't bring their family to the matches.
No kidding.
Well, the sickos love this shit.
Yeah, but my kids don't want to go watch somebody get thumbtacks stuck in their back.
But I mean, I understand that at my age, I'm not their target audience. And truthfully, if you want to, I mean, I'd use Lego. You put some Legos in there. To me, Legos hurt more than thumbtacks. I'd rather step on a tack than Legos.
Ooh.
But
so who do you think wins?
I'd rather step on a gummy
between
bear.
these two.
Man, I have a hard time believing Mark Briscoe doesn't go over today.
See, I don't know who they'll pick.
Attacking him.
This is the other match that has no odds.
Interesting.
I just can't see this type of match unless MJF's immediately going into the world title picture.
Well,
I'm going with Mark Briscoe today because this is like a blow-off match, and MJF's been antagonizing the hell out of this man. I have to say that Mark Briscoe is going to get his hand raised today.
We'll see.
I
So
mean,
I'm going to have to watch this. After the fact, I'll watch this. So maybe this week I'll get a chance to watch it, and then we can do a breakdown of what I thought coming back into AEW.
All right.
I love me some Thunder Rosa, and she's not on, so it just kind of.
And I love MJF honestly as a character, but he's outside of his element on this.
Right. I think he wins though. I'm gonna say MJF. If you'll say Mark Briscoe, I'll say MJF. I think he's gonna win.
Okay, this one's interesting. It's the AEW Women's Champ. It's a match. It's a 4-way. So now we've got a 3-way and 2 4-ways on this show out of 4 matches that I've announced so far. I mean, are singles matches a gimmick match now? But Timeless Toni Storm is going to defend her championship against Jamie Hayter, Chris Statlander, and Thekla. The Death Riders have taken an interest in Chris Statlander. And I'm wondering if we're not going to have some fuckery that's going to put that belt on Chris Statlander today, courtesy of the Death Riders. They've been teasing that they like her. And she seems confused by it all. I could see Marina coming out. I could see Yuta coming out and causing some stuff, and
Chris Statlander kind of being shocked, but still covers them, or like what's going on. Yeah, that could be interesting.
That's the only way that Toni Storm's losing this belt today.
Well, here's our odds.
All right.
Chris Statlander plus 600.
That's not good, right? If it's plus.
No, plus
No.
is not.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Jamie Hayter plus 1,000.
Oh, I like that.
Thekla plus 500. Toni Storm minus 2,000.
Yeah, that's kind of how I see it. But you notice that they also that Chris Statlander was the. Well, no, Thekla is. They think.
Thekla has the next best odds at plus 500.
I think Thekla is going to be the women's champion. I think that's coming. I think they have big plans for her. She's impressive, but I don't know, man. It's just if the Dark Riders hadn't been paying a little attention to Statlander, then that's the only reason I say that. And I could be reading way too much into it, but
well, we'll just have to see.
So I am going with Toni Storm to retain today.
Well, I'll go Chris Statlander. I'm going to follow your logic. The Death Riders get involved.
If Chris
And-
Statlander wins, is Jamie Hayter taking the pin, or will Tony Storm take the pin?
Look at
I
this
think-
new viewer, first time catching live, tuning in from the Middle East.
Thank you, Terry.
Welcome.
It's my new friend on Facebook. He inboxed me, told me that he was been enjoying our presentation, Amy,
Oh, thank you.
and he was going to start watching it live more. And I appreciate that.
Tell
Like
your
and
friends.
subscribe on YouTube. Get those notifications every time we pop up. You'll see us.
That's right.
All right, let's move right along. Oh, you didn't tell me. Is she going to take? Is Tony taking the pin, or will Hayter take the pin?
If Death Riders get involved, Tony Storm takes the pin. Because she'll be knocked out or something crazy will happen.
Think they'll bust her open?
Possibly. She's not against it. They'll handcuff her, tie her down, something. It'll be interesting.
If she loses the belt, though, then she could go right into a program with Marina.
Good. Mm-hmm.
Because Ronda Rousey had praised Jon Moxley for all the time he spent making Marina a better wrestler, and we never see her wrestle. So that would be a heck of a program. All right,
Woohoo! This is my favorite match right here.
we have Edge and Christian versus the Revival. Oh, I mean, Cope
I'll
and
take
Christian
it.
versus FTR with Stokely Hathaway not pictured.
It's going to be a good match. It's going to be a good match. They're going to be. It's. You know what? It was funny because I was watching. I had something on at work, and it was WrestleMania 2000 and Edge and Christian. You know, that's when they had the ladders, chairs, or TLC match. And I'm sitting there looking at it. It's like it was in 2000, and to think Edge and Christian were getting ready 25 years later. Dax and Cash, probably teenagers. You know, not even in wrestling. Is like they're getting ready to wrestle again. That just, I don't know. That's wild that Edge and Christian have had the careers that they have and that they are still wrestling to this day.
This match needs to close the show, I think. I hope they get a lot of time. I think it's going to be a good match. But I'm going to tell you in a loud and clear voice that they made this a handicap match and Jesus was tag teaming with FTR. There's no way Edge and Christian are not winning this match.
100%.
And I'm not being facetious when I call him Edge. I can't quit calling him Edge. He's Edge.
I'll boo for both teams because they both suck.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you, I would rather see FTR go over.
I would too.
Yeah, well, I've never been an Edge and Christian fan.
Right.
No, I never. I am
I'm more
one
of a
of
Christian
the
fan
few.
than an Edge fan.
I am a Christian fan, but Edge never did it for me. I don't know why. There's two wrestlers out there that are mega stars in the world of wrestling that I just don't see it. Number one is Edge. Number two is Randy Orton. Don't get it. Don't get either one of them.
Really?
I've come around on Randy Orton. My problems with Edge is what he did to Matt Hardy. I think that's dirty when you screw your friend's woman.
That's a long time ago, though.
Well, I know, but I mean,
And he was married at the time.
hey, I'm gonna tell you that my first day of wrestling school, it was mentioned that you don't screw the boys' girlfriends. On day one of wrestling school. That's kind of got to be a thing if it was mentioned to me on day one of wrestling school.
Or that definitely was a problem at that wrestling school.
Well,
No, that's true, though. But it's going to be a good match.
well,
Like you said, in Toronto.
I do like Christian. Christian's great on the mic. He's good.
but I have
a fan.
enjoyed his presentation in AEW. I think that Cope's had some good matches. He looks better than he's looked in his entire career. So,
We'll see.
They're going to
This will
win.
be a good one.
They're going
This
to
will be a
win.
good one. Yeah, they're not losing in Toronto.
No. Are there odds on this match?
The odds. Here we go. Cage and Cope minus 1,500.
Yeah.
FTR plus 1,200.
Best odds so
Yeah.
far.
I actually think that they could have said minus 5,000 and it had been accurate. Let's move right along. Mercedes Moné versus the first AEW Women's Champion, Rio. She's back. And immediately in a title shot, I'm not going to poke holes in the psychology on that. It's going to be an entertaining match. I'm interested to see the matchup, truthfully, because Rio's always struck me as a spot-to-spot wrestler. Okay, we're going to do this. Like dancing, like a tango. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Not a tango, a waltz. Mercedes has been having some really good matches on pay-per-view. I think it's going to be entertaining. There's no way Rio's winning this match. You got odds on this one, Dave?
Odds, Mercedes
Let me
Moné
guess.
minus.
Let me guess. Minus 1,200 on Mercedes? Minus 1,500?
Minus 2,000.
Minus 2,000.
Rio plus 700.
Okay. Yeah, Rio's not winning.
No.
And I don't get the psychology of just putting her in on a pay-per-view match when you have so many. Of course, you used Julia Hart last time, and it's probably Mercedes' worst match that she's had. It was bad.
Well,
It wasn't Mercedes' fault.
Julia Hart she got pushed quick, and then because she's the one that defeated Jade Cargill.
No.
What,
Chris
she?
Statlander. Chris Statlander defeated Jade.
Oh, then who did Julia Hart beat? Chris Statlander? Because Julia Hart was a TBS champion at one time.
I don't remember how she got it.
But then yeah. I think Mercedes goes over.
Yeah.
It's getting kind of stale now, though. That belt needs to go somewhere else.
This is a coffin match. Darby versus Moxley. This one,
I think Darby does that backdrop thing that he does onto Moxley into the coffin. They're both in the coffin. The lid goes down. Nobody wins. Double disqualification, or they both win, or whatever.
well, I would like that finish. Moxley's going to lose. And Darby will get up, and then do a coffin drop on top of the coffin.
Oh, God.
While Moxley's in the coffin. Yeah, that's what I don't like about it. He does stuff
That kid's not going to be able to walk in 10 years.
Well, I mean, he should sell it after he does it. He runs and he dives out of the ring way too fast and just goes willy-nilly. I know what it's like he's got it in his mind that he has to overcompensate, that he's not big enough to wrestle John Moxley.
So he's got to do the one thing he's good at, and that's throwing himself all over the place.
I mean, they say that the best gimmicks are those that you actually are, and he's a glorified stuntman.
See, I'm with Jason Young here. I see the coffin drop through the coffin lid after he's already won the match.
Hi, Jason. Thanks for joining us. Jason from Nova Scotia, AD Terry from the Middle East. We are worldwide, baby.
We were just Ben. If Ben Jones was up, he's probably at work, so we'd be around the globe.
But I'm telling you, I just don't like this presentation. It's gonna, and it may, and if I like it, I'll tell you that I liked it.
Willie Thornbrew, a trust fall is not a believable offensive maneuver. Yeah, so we got the odds
if it was a
here.
trust fall, I could go with it, but it's not even a trust fall. It's just let me fall onto some stuff that you don't want to fall. Like Shawn Michaels hurt his back accidentally hitting the coffin, falling out of the ring.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I remember watching that live, and we were all like, "Ooh,
And now
that's
it's
not
a
good the way
spot.
he hit that." Yeah.
I mean,
So the odds for this match: Darby Allin is your favorite. at minus 450.
Hmm.
John Moxley plus 275. I guess Moxley's getting pushed back down the card now after hiding the title for 8 months.
Yeah. I mean, I would love Moxley to win this match. But this one is definitely not for me. And if this goes on, well, this won't go on last.
Nah.
This one's for me. I'm kind of intrigued by it. Kyle Fletcher, the TNT champion, challenging the World Heavyweight Champion, Hangman Adam Page. It's a singles match. It's not a Texas death match. It's just a wrestling match. I kind of like it.
Can I ask you guys a question?
Yes.
Yeah.
What the hell happened to Jack Perry?
I don't know. Was he injured and just never has come back?
They quietly quit using him. I mean,
They
maybe
beat up Tony Khan, him and the Young Bucks.
I don't know.
And then I don't know anything that ever happened with him after that.
Maybe he just became a headache backstage. Maybe, just maybe, you saw the success that the WWE's having with CM Punk and thought, you know,
We didn't pick the right one.
if we wouldn't have done, yeah,
We didn't back the right person.
yeah, we didn't back the right horse, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. I mean, I don't have, I hadn't seen any speculation. I haven't talked to anybody that would know anything. But maybe, just maybe, after 5 years of AEW, that Tony Khan's like, you know, I got too many people to have people around me that cause me headaches.
There's a lot. I mean, I think that's one of the problems is that there's so much talent in that dressing room.
Boy, well, oh yeah, it's
and he just can't use them all. And too many people get lost in the shuffle and
hey,
disappear
those
for
guys
6
make
months and then come back and then disappear. It's too much.
And they take a lot of criticism for that. But WWE has WWE ID now, where they pay wrestlers about $40,000 a year to supplement their income so they can continue to chase their dream, telling them we don't have a spot for you right now.
Yeah.
So AEW having all these wrestlers, even though we don't see them, they are supplementing their income to chase their dream when opportunities arise. And that's not a bad thing. Also, if TKO was the only game in town, these guys wouldn't be making near what they're making.
No.
WWE,
I mean, I don't have a problem. I have no
AEW
problem
at the
with
very
AEW.
least is keeping WWE honest and
Yeah.
probably, and I'm never going to say overpaying, because get your bag, man. Get your bag. That's why I don't have a problem with college football players being paid, because you could have that career-ending injury. So at least
Tomorrow.
you got something.
Yeah.
At least you got something, you know?
And they're
Right.
making a lot of money off of you, so why should you not, benefit from that too?
And wrestling is dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
Wrestling is very dangerous. And I know this is going to sound insulting, but a lot of the people that are not, you don't see on the AEW, I mean, on the indie level, accidents happen. I mean, they do, and they're doing a lot more. They're doing a lot more. That's why I get aggravated when I see death matches. Why are you doing that for little
Mhm.
money?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're doing it for little money, and then you get hurt, like seriously injured. And your financial plan in life is that hopefully they'll do a GoFundMe, and enough people will feel sorry for my dumb ass for getting sliced open with glass, or stabbing myself and getting impaled, or for not a lot of money. I mean, to me, if you don't get 2 commas in that check, then why are you doing it? And I mean, I'm a referee because wrestling hurts, y'all. Wrestling hurts. Sometimes being a referee hurts, but being a wrestler hurts. That's not a trampoline in there. Those ropes hurt. Those punches hurt.
Tripping over the ring steps hurt.
Yes.
100%.
And so, thank God that Tony Khan loves this enough that he's making a lot of people make a really good living doing what they love doing.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of half-ass sticking it to TKO because we all know they're greedy. We know they're greedy. You can't afford to go to their shows anymore. Heck, now they've got the potential of actually putting buyer's remorse back into watching their product for what ESPN Ultimate cost. So
Unlimited, ESPN Unlimited,
whatever.
Yeah.
But see, WWE is not the one that set that price. They just sold the product to that, and ESPN
but they got
set
it.
the price.
Well, I mean, it's like when you go to an autograph show. Like right now, you go see The Undertaker, and his autograph was what, $200-300? You go see Ric Flair, his autograph's $150. It's because Fetterman has got to get guaranteed their money. They got to get their money back. When you go to a card show or you go to an autograph show and the price is set by the promoter, it's because he gave that talent some money to be there. And now you got to do the math that we got to do this many at this much price so we can get our nut. That's what we're doing. So, but TKO, and hey, let me tell you something. I got no problem with them making their money. They're setting the prices, and if they're selling out or they're setting record gates as a stockholder for that company, I appreciate that.
Yep.
So, I mean, I'm not one of those that are going to cry. They're going to Saudi Arabia with WrestleMania. I'm just going to watch it. Shut up. Everybody bitching about it was going to watch it on TV anyway. I guarantee you, 85% of the people bitching that they can't go, and you don't know that you can't go to Saudi Arabia because the travel packages haven't been released yet. You might find out. Once upon a time, I wanted to go to WrestleMania. I wanted to go to WrestleMania in Atlantic City, and it was too expensive to fly from Texas to Atlantic City. I was going to fly to Philadelphia, rent a car, drive to Atlantic City. I couldn't afford it. But you know what I did?
Yeah, I told Janie that we were going to WrestleMania next year.
I watched it on pay-per-view, man.
I said, babe, we're going to go to WrestleMania. I think it'd be a fun trip. She goes, okay, where is it? I said, Saudi Arabia. She goes, I'm good.
But it would be a fun. I'm convinced now by enough of what they've done with Crown Jewel that might be a part of the world I would like to go visit one time.
So I haven't been to Saudi Arabia, but I've been to that part of the world.
Yeah. But I'm saying the part that we see on TV.
But yeah.
Don't go to the parts I went to.
What I'm saying is that the people that are bitching the loudest that they can't go to WrestleMania, boo-hoo. It's not the other part of the world can go to WrestleMania this time, but the chances are is you were going to watch it on TV anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I got another flash for you. Not everybody could afford to go to WrestleMania in Dallas a few years ago.
Yeah.
I got my tickets last minute and I paid less than the people sitting next to me for their seats. It just is what it is, man. I hate it. I hate that it's expensive. But trust me when I tell you, the people that are bitching the loudest weren't going anyway.
Nope. It's what it is. Let's get on to Wrestlepalooza.
Wrestlepalooza.
I do need to say, I'm having to cut out on this part because I got my kid. We got to do some errands, but I am looking forward to this whole day. I'm going to watch both shows hopefully, and it's going to be a great day of wrestling. So
what you're saying is Aaron is going to do some errands?
Aaron is going to do some errands.
Thanks for joining us, Amy.
All right. I'll see y'all later.
I'll see you Wednesday.
Bye, girl.
Bye-bye.
All right, Dave. We're going to talk about Wrestlepalooza, which is going to be allegedly, according to the rumor and innuendo, a huge event annually for WWE now.
Yeah, they want to make it like WrestleMania level.
So we'll see. Hey, they've been wanting to do that for years, but the Big Four have always been the Big Four.
Well, you got to, I mean, in order to make it a big thing, you got to make it a big thing. You got to make people care. So,
and I think just by being on ESPN, it's making it a big deal.
Yep.
I mean, when you hear
And
plugging wrestling,
what really will make it a big deal is eventually I wonder if something happens. Like to me, if I was ESPN, I'm paying all this money. When WrestleMania comes rolling around, I'd be putting WrestleMania on ESPN, not the app. I would have it. I mean, you could always watch it on the app, stream it on the app, but I would have WrestleMania on ESPN. You know how much money they could make selling ad space for WrestleMania on ESPN?
like the Super Bowl.
I mean, I don't think they'd be making $1 million a commercial or $8 million or whatever, but they would make a lot of money by putting it on ESPN itself. And I think eventually it comes down to it. It's going to be some of the big events are going to. Could you imagine if the Big Four or Big Five or whatever, they actually put them on ESPN?
Yeah.
See, we're going to find out.
But they put them on behind a paywall, and they still sell big ass ads for them. So
yeah, imagine if it wasn't behind a paywall.
All right, for the undisputed WWE Championship, Cody Rhodes against Drew McIntyre.
Let's see here. Cody Rhodes, Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre stood tall last night at the end of SmackDown. That's usually not a good sign for either side of the wrestlers.
Yeah.
If I were WWE and I want to make a splash right out the gate, Drew McIntyre would walk out of this as your champion.
You know, I feel the same way. I feel like eventually it's got to happen for Drew McIntyre.
He's too good. And I think Cody can win it back at Royal Rumble or what, I mean, whatever. But I think Drew McIntyre is the best heel wrestler in WWE. By far.
This would be a very good platform to do that for him on. I bet you the odds makers don't feel that way, and Cody's probably a minus 700.
So here are the odds. Cody Rhodes is your favorite to win the match at minus 1,500.
Wow, that is freaking disrespectful that they don't. But see, this is why I think they're wrong, because me and you both independently thought that this might be a good opportunity for Drew McIntyre.
Drew McIntyre plus 600. I think this is a great opportunity to shock the world and show that, you know, the old saying was anything can happen in the World Wrestling Federation.
Commercials for the last Super Bowl were $8 million for 30 seconds. $8 million.
But see, it's not even like they would have to have commercials. They could do, I mean, you can do all sorts of ads throughout wrestling. The way WWE does. I mean, they can still have commercials and stuff like it, but not like a normal commercial break. But I mean, I think that if WWE wants to shock somebody and do something crazy, you have Drew McIntyre walk out of Indianapolis with the title. Cody Rhodes is filming a movie right now anyway.
He looks badass in that Street Fighter movie.
So
like I'm not a huge Street Fighter guy, but I will buy the Cody Rhodes Street Fighter action figure.
I would like to see McIntyre win the title and Cody Rhodes chase it.
I'd like to see it, but I don't think it's going to happen. I think we're going to have Cody Rhodes go over.
I don't either.
All right.
Our main event. Apparently, this is the main event tonight.
Oh, yeah. This has got to go on last.
Yeah. Rollins and Lynch versus CM Punk and AJ Lee. The story for this has been phenomenal. The AJ Lee return. Everybody's been wanting to see AJ Lee back in WWE ever since Punk came back.
Yeah.
And it just hasn't happened. They found the perfect opportunity to do it. They found the perfect heel couple for them to face. And I mean, this has been making Monday Night Raw must watch lately because the segments with these two have been great.
She's so likable. And WWE sent her to ESPN to do media for this.
Yeah.
And they asked her what she thinks about Caleb Williams, this quarterback in Chicago.
Yeah.
And she just said, I have no idea who that is. I watch wrestling and I play video games. She says, I know absolutely nothing about sports. And
yeah, I know CM Punk is a big hockey fan.
yeah, she even said that I hope that doesn't get me in trouble with my husband. But just the fact that she was not a bullshit artist and made up some stuff to say about Caleb Williams. Oh, yeah, he's great. We love him. Just to honestly say, I have no idea about with these sports that you speak of. I play video games.
Yeah.
So I think this match will see CM Punk getting a pinfall victory over Seth Rollins because that sets up a world title program.
Yep.
And I think the road for CM Punk to take the title from Seth Rollins is starting. I think that's what we're going after.
Punk needs to win. See, I want to see Punk win that belt. I want to see Punk win that belt at WrestleMania. That's what I want to see. Punk win the Rumble.
I don't know I don't know if they can drag it out that long, but we'll see.
I don't know, but at some point they've got to make the World Heavyweight title, put it on an equal platform as the Universal Championship.
I honestly think we're going to see Punk get the title before then. I think Braun Breaker going after CM Punk for the title is going to be the road to WrestleMania.
Could be.
And I'm very intrigued because last night after Brock Lesnar showed up last night and tried to beat up Michael Cole, ended up laying out Corey Graves. He saw Paul Heyman on his way out of the arena, and he just
said, "Let's talk."
And he tapped him on the breast and said, "We need to talk. We should talk." If they got Paul Heyman with Brock Lesnar, Bronson Reed, and Braun Breaker as a faction, then you build the dissension between Brock Lesnar and Braun Breaker. And you use Braun Breaker to launch use Brock Lesnar. Too many B's in here. You use Brock to launch Braun. My God, because I think Braun Breaker is the future of the men's division in WWE.
I do too. So here's our odds.
Or
yes, what do you think?
Oh, I think it's Punk and Lee by 1,000, minus 1,000.
CM Punk and AJ Lee minus 2,500. For Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch. Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch plus 800.
But I do think it's Punk pinning. Seth.
I agree.
Because I don't see AJ Lee chasing the Intercontinental title. Corey Graves takes a hell of an
that's
F5.
the one good thing. I mean, WWE, their women's division is deep now. So AJ Lee just adds to that.
Yeah, and I don't think her chasing Becky for the Intercontinental title is a thing, so it doesn't make any sense for her to pin Becky. I think she's going to have a good showing against Becky.
Yeah, I'm not of the camp that likes people coming back from a 10-year hiatus and winning immediately.
Yeah, I think she's going to take a lot of heat.
Champion.
I think she's going to take a lot of heat in the match. I think she's going to get her stuff in. I think she's going to take a lot of heat in the match and really work for that hot tag. Willie Thornbrew points out that Corey Graves takes one hell of an F5. He took two hell of F5s last night, and you are correct. He did. He really made it look impactful.
Next match.
It's the Usos against Breaker and Reed. I think Breaker and Reed are going over. I think there's dissension in the Usos. Or
turn Jay eventually.
Well, there's either going to be some dissension or LA Knight's going to cost them this.
Yeah.
LA Knight's going to provide a distraction. Breaker and Reed's going over. I got to think that they're the favorites, probably minus 500. This is probably a pick 'em.
Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed minus 400.
Okay. To me, this is kind of a pick 'em because I could see the Usos going over just because you got the crowd doing the yeet.
Yeah.
I could see that just being good for television.
So,
But
yeah, I mean, Jay's going to get a crazy entrance on ESPN, and they're coming out saying his entrance rivals that of Stone Cold and The Rock and The Undertaker, and so
Yeah.
we're going to see. I agree. I think the Vision team wins.
oh, splashed in my nose.
Oh, W.
Do not snort, Debbie. This is the match I want to see more than anything tonight.
This is going to be match of the night.
This is going to be at Io Sky versus Stephanie Vacour for the vacant WWE Women's Championship. For the vacant WWE World's Women's Champion.
Yeah, Women's World Championship.
Women's World Championship.
Yeah.
My heart wants to see Stephanie Vacour win this.
She's got the it factor, man. She has it.
Io Sky, though, is arguably the best women's wrestler in the world right now.
Yes, she is. Io Sky is incredible. And that match that she had with Rhea Ripley at Evolution was absolutely incredible.
I think we're fixing to go into an Io Asuka program.
Yep.
I say this to say, I'm saying it because Io Sky does not need the championship at this point.
No, Io Sky's made. By now, she's made. And the fact that Vince McMahon got rid of her.
Yeah. I think that I don't think she needs it. I think that Stephanie Vacour carrying it is along the same lines of Gunther carrying it. You know what I'm saying? I think it elevates her to another level. She's always presented as more than going forward.
Yeah.
And they've had 2 matches that have ended in no contest.
Yep. This one's going to be it. This is going to be the match of the night. And these are your tightest odds.
If Io Sky wins, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it at all.
I'm not mad either way it goes because both women are incredible.
But I think
to me,
you do more for Stephanie Vacour with her winning tonight than you do for Io Sky if she loses it.
Yeah. So,
and I'd hope that it's straight up. I hope it's straight up and no interference.
Rhea Ripley is on a beast level.
Yeah.
But then you have Io Sky, Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair, they're made. Alexa Bliss, those people, they're made. Stephanie Vacour is the future.
Yeah.
And I think tonight she wins the women's world title and she becomes made. And I think what eventually you're going to see is Stephanie Vacour and Rhea Ripley will end up on a collision course that's going to be absolutely insane.
Yeah, and I mean, she's undeniable. And let me bring Timmy C in.
Or kick me out.
Hey. I mean, I think I first saw Stephanie Vacour on AEW and knew she was special.
Wait a minute. You mean AEW fumbled the ball with her? No.
She was only on like one
match. Baller. She was prominently positioned on AEW she only made a couple of appearances, and to their credit, they didn't have her locked down when they put her on television, and she went to WWE, and I don't think that's a bad decision for her. But the fact that
she always wanted to go to WWE,
but the fact that she went to NXT and they immediately saw that she is more than what we have here. Let's get her to the main roster.
Yeah. Well, I think, and also you have Julia, who I think's being wasted right now. It was the same thing. She went to NXT and they learned real quick she's too good for this.
Yeah.
But she's kind of lost on the main roster. She is the Women's United States champion.
Yeah, I'm saying, how she lost as a champion?
She's not being. I mean, they obviously see a lot more in Vacour than they do in Julia right now. But I think given time, Julia will be on another level as well.
Oh, yeah.
So, but this makes I want to see a collision course with Stephanie Vacour and Rhea Ripley.
I think they know what they've got with Julia. And I think they've got her doing something as a placeholder, a prominent placeholder. She's carrying the Women's United States Championship. She's
Yeah.
never.
She'll get there.
So she's out there doing what she needs to do. But I think they've got her over here waiting because Vakor and Julia.
And at the same time, you can't
say Rhea Ripley, but I think, or maybe you got Julia and Tiffany Stratton.
Yeah. So it's about time. Tiffany Stratton doesn't do it for me.
Can I play or just ask a question here?
Come on.
Why is it right now that WWE is so good at building and injecting new talent into their women's division and they are not in their men's division? Explain that to me.
I don't know. They have so many. I think they have so many tip-top men's stars already.
Yeah, but there's nothing bubbling under.
The women.
The only thing bubbling under for the men's division is Braun Breaker.
Yeah,
and the women work harder, hands down. Their in-ring work is better.
Now, please,
the women are telling better stories inside the ropes.
You're going to tell me that Stephanie Vakor and Io Sky are going to put on a more athletic match than John Cena and Brock Lesnar? Never mind.
So, I mean, it's the only other person I see in WWE.
Tell if
so
you were
right
backing
now,
me up or you were being sarcastic.
Because the future of the men's division's Braun Breaker.
To be fair, I'm going to be first in line to see that Braun Breaker Brock Lesnar match because that shit's going to be on fire.
I say that
coming.
believability is the most important thing in professional wrestling. When the ladies get in there and do it, what they're doing is believable. And
I agree.
And I think that they employ more psychology.
And that's where it's changed because 20 years ago, women's wrestling was a joke.
Grizzling shits.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the chicks were.
But there's one other person
not in my day.
I think we'll see, and I think it's going to happen soon.
Moolah was right up Pondwater's alley.
Hey, I'm going to tell you, the first night that I went to professional wrestling, they had I want to say that Lola Gonzalez, and I don't remember who the Mexican women's champion was. I'm pretty sure that I went and got food during that match.
I can remember a day when Velvet McIntyre was the sexiest wrestler out there.
Misty Blue Sims, dude. Misty Blue Sims.
I don't know who any of those people are.
All right. I think I'm picking Stephanie Vakor. Not going to be upset if EO wins. I'm not on the fence, y'all.
Here's your odds. Stephanie Vakor minus 250. EO Sky plus 170. Those are tight.
That's tight.
That's tight for wrestling, yeah.
And talking about women that just have it along the levels of a Stephanie Vakor, when I tell you that, I guess my spidey sense picks up on that there's just an extra level of special to an athlete. How we don't have Promise Braxton in NXT or WWE yet, I don't know. Everybody, even Natalia wrestled her on the Indies and said how she's not already on WWE. I have no idea. Keep your eye out because one of these days somebody's going to put Promise Braxton on TV and you're going to know that she is something else. All right. I think this is the match that's going to kick off.
It is. It's the kickoff match.
This is the make you turn off AEW and watch match of the night.
Yep.
The Beast Incarnate Brock Lesnar versus John Cena. Let me fantasy book for a second. Let me throw this out to you and see what y'all think about this. How many appearances does John Cena have left after tonight?
Not many.
Or 6 or something like that.
Brock Lesnar comes out and destroys John Cena. His retirement tour is over. He's done. He can't finish it. It's done. And then he comes back like Rocky Balboa from the ashes. And his rest of his appearances are the road to WrestleMania for Brock Lesnar, John Cena. Cena's retirement.
I think he's done at the end of the year.
No, they already sold his last match to Washington, D.C.
Hey, they booked WrestleMania for New Orleans. Is New Orleans getting a WrestleMania?
Hey,
Too bad,
I tell you
so
what, Dave.
sad. And hey, let's face
I
it,
would like
Washington,
it
D.C.'s
if-
been screwing us for years. So,
They also booked one for Nashville that we're not getting.
but what I'm saying is, card is subject to change. How great would it be if Brock Lesnar comes out and destroys John Cena, and we save his last appearances for the road to WrestleMania and WrestleMania in Las Vegas?
I won't say that that's out of the question of him destroying him, but I honestly think if they're bringing Lesnar back, I think they're going to build to Braun Breaker versus Lesnar at WrestleMania.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Yeah.
For the title. I could
I
see
mean-
Brock taking it off somebody.
John's leaving.
Huh?
Lesnar's still here. Braun and the crowd pops. They still pop and show up for Brock Lesnar. So
So does Twitter.
I'm just saying that, and I mean, and if Cena wins tonight, great for Cena. I'm just saying that can you imagine all of a sudden John Cena's gone? Yeah, he's got this many dates left, but he's hurt. He's done. And then you can build that up one more time, the road to WrestleMania. I just think I like it.
I'm going with Lesnar. I think Lesnar wins. I think we'll get the hero story. Cena will come back and get his win back. And then they'll do something where Brock comes out and
Or maybe Ron
fucks
Cena.
everybody
Maybe
up
Ron Cena
afterwards.
maybe Ron Cena gets John disqualified. I mean, I don't know. We'll see.
Here's your odds. John Cena minus 400. Brock Lesnar plus 250.
Yeah, they didn't go out on a limb on this one.
I'm going to England to bet that. So
I love Dave. I love Dave's thinking.
I used to use a not so legal betting site that did offshore betting, and they had when Goldberg came back and he fought Brock Lesnar, like the odds on Goldberg were like plus 4,000. And I put a
He
bet
destroyed
on it and he won. I was like, holy shit, I won like $400.
Well, I think the true winners today are wrestling fans, because it is indeed Big Ass Rasslin Saturday. Before I get y'all out of here, I want to get y'all's opinion on one thing though with the ESPN presentation. Stephen A. Smith ranked his.
There's my thoughts.
Stephen A. Smith ranked his top 5 wrestlers for him, and he did number 5, the Road Warriors. Called them the Road Warriors, not the Legion of Doom.
Well, he's obviously Southern.
Number 4, The Rock. Number 3 was Hulk Hogan.
Wow.
Number 2 was Ric Flair. And
Here's the kicker.
for Stephen A. Smith, who do you think number 1 was?
Stone
Greatest
Cold?
wrestler of all time.
Bill
Rocky
Goldberg.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
But think about this. For one, how do you criticize a man's opinion?
You can't.
I mean, that's his top 5. But
I can criticize him.
But the hardcores may punch that, may break that up. But let's face it, a casual fan experiencing
You don't think Stephen A. Smith is watching
the Bill Goldberg rise. I mean, to this day, I still pop when Goldberg shows up. But for Stephen A. Smith, that had to have registered for him 30 years ago.
I guess
45
my
years ago.
my argument with it is that at Stephen Smith's age,
Yeah.
his number 1 wrestler should have been Hulk Hogan or Ric Flair, because he is of our age or maybe even a little
like-
older. So
But
like
obviously,
60,
Goldberg made him feel a certain way.
we're almost 60.
I mean, I'm always going to pick Ric Flair as the greatest wrestler because Ric Flair makes me feel a certain way.
Stephen A. Smith's 57.
I'm
Okay.
50. But what I'm saying
And I'm
is,
47, so that would check out.
I mean, I'm not pissed at his picks.
I am.
But
I'm
with
gonna
no
get
Stone
Goldberg.
Cold, no Undertaker.
Goldberg can
Goldberg-
wrestle his way out of a.
But apparently,
How do you not get Stone Cold on the list?
that's what they ask him. But apparently, Goldberg hit real hard for Stephen A. Smith.
I wish he would.
I mean,
hit
his
Stephen A.
matches were
Smith.
fun.
Yeah, boobs.
And maybe Stephen A. Smith is a genius and picked Goldberg as his number one to get people talking about his top 5.
Probably besties with Goldberg. They hang out.
All right, there you have it. It's a big ass wrestling weekend.
There we
A
go.
big ass wrestling Saturday. There's no
Yeah.
wrestling tomorrow.
Big
So
ass wrestling Saturday. I even had music for it, Tim.
you missed it.
I got puppy dog.
Well, we appreciate you guys joining us. And if you're interested in some football picks, come right back.
Next.
Football is up next.
All right.